What's up YouTube? It's Bryson Swink here. Welcome to part 3 of the Golf manual swap. As you've seen, we basically got the whole car done. I'm just going to take you through basically what we did on the wiring because it's not actually anything that I can show you like hands-on. It's basically just explaining what we did. But I'm going to hop in the car with Jason. We're going to drive around and we'll explain what we did and how much it cost, and we'll go from there. Hey Jason, since everybody's gonna want to know, how much slower did it get with the manual?
It's a lot slower.
Yeah, I know, it's so slow.
Barely can get up the road.
Yeah, we gotta gear down to go up hills and stuff. You know we gotta roll with our nitrous tank. Alright guys, so basically we got the manual swap done, we did the wiring and all that. A lot of people are wanting to know how we did the wiring, how did we get it to start with the key, all that. I'm gonna go over basically all that right now, and it's very simple. Before Jason did this manual swap, he wanted to do a little bit of coating on his car. He wanted like the seatbelt dinger, he didn't like that, he wanted that off, and a bunch of different coating things. So what he did is he bought an OBD11. Basically what that is you plug up a little pod into your OBD port, and then you get the app on your phone, and I'm pretty sure he's got the Bluetooth version. I think, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it's Bluetooth. And basically we turned off all the modules that it was looking for the transmission, and then it gave us the option to do manual or automatic or DSG, and we hit manual. So then turned the key off, everything went good. So then when we flipped it on, all the lights on the dash went away. It actually, when you would turn the key, the dash, instead of saying put it in park to start, it actually said press the clutch in to start. So we got to that point, we're like, fucking sweet, that's great. You know, the ECU is a manual ECU within, you know, 2 minutes of playing on an app. Then we had the issue to where it's a manual at this point, and then now it wants to see the clutch pedal pressed to the ground to start, the clutch position sensor. Well, we didn't have that, and we didn't want to do all that. So what we did is we found the plug that hooked to the DSG transmission, and we got to thinking, and we're like, well, if the ECU is a manual transmission ECU now, automatically the plugs, because we didn't change any of the harness or anything, that was what we were originally going to do, just go ahead and change to a manual harness, that way everything plugged up right. But he didn't want to do that, so what we did is we found the DSG plug that plugs into the old transmission, and we found which pin in it had voltage on it whenever the ignition switch was turned. So we found that, and what we did is we just played with each one until the engine wanted to start. So then we knew all we had to do was make a U jumper. So what we did is we made a little U jumper and we put it in there, but from where we put it to a manual transmission, and then, you know, we didn't change the harness, it automatically sent that signal through the DSG plug. So we knew that we just had to figure out where it was, and we could just hardwire it and it'd be great. So that's what we did. So then the key worked, the car runs perfect, everything's normal, there's no lights on the dash. I'm gonna actually flip it around so that you can see that. I'm sitting here, I've had it running for, I don't know, 15-20 minutes. Car runs good. The only light he has on right now is his tire pressure, but he's had that on for a while now. We just hadn't looked at it yet. But yeah, I mean, the car car runs and drives great. I mean, he's happy with it, still has plenty of power. The only I guess issue we got, which we knew we were gonna have, but we wanted to go ahead and do the swap and everything just to make sure we could get everything to work before he spent $1,000. But performance clutch. So you'll see the pulls and stuff in this video, and it is 100% on stock map right now, because when he just puts it on stage 1, it slips the clutch so bad. So if he puts it on stage 2, 2.5 or 2 and E30 blend, it's just gonna annihilate the clutch, because it's just a stock clutch in it right now. All right, so the big question: how much did it cost for everything, start to finish, every nut and bolt? How much did it cost? Well, I have a list here. We're gonna go through it. So let's get to it here. All right, so for the transmission, it was $600. He bought it from an individual. I guess maybe he had a wrecked car or something, but they range around 600, 700 bucks. So transmission he bought for 600. The pedal assembly, $60. The shift box with the cables and everything, that was 115. The starter was 65 because it is a different starter than the DSG one. The transmission bolts were 55. The transmission bracket was 25, and then miscellaneous with nuts, bolts, clips, clamps, and stuff like that we had to get at Volkswagen and Audi and all that, around 50 bucks. So that is $970 total. Okay, he has already sold his DSG transmission for $800. Okay, and then he has his starter up for around 65, and the whole shifter assembly, the DSG shifter assembly, for 100. So when he sells the starter and the shifter, the boot, the knob, the shift box, everything, that comes up to $965. Yes, as soon as he sells that, he manual swapped his car for $5. $5. Like, what? Yes, numbers don't lie. That's fucking awesome. Jason is super happy with the car. He loves it. I'm glad that some of y'all were interested in this and you got to watch it. I hope you got something out of it, even if it wasn't informational, at least entertainment or something. But what I'm actually gonna do is I am gonna start doing videos. I'm gonna start doing them every weekend. That way everyone has something to watch. I know I love watching YouTube. I'll probably watch YouTube more than I watch TV. But we're gonna start doing videos every weekend, and we're starting this coming weekend with my shit box. That is my new car that no one on the channel has seen. Now, if you know me personally, then you have definitely seen it. We'll just say it's heavily modified. Y'all are gonna love it, and we're gonna do some pretty cool stuff with it. Most people keep the car pretty nice and stuff like that, which I have the M6, which is my nice car. So this one is strictly a race car to me. So I'm gonna be doing absurd things that probably gonna piss a lot of people off, but I have fun doing it. So that's what we're gonna start doing. So like I always say, please like, subscribe, hit the bell button. It's not gonna notify you if I have a new video up if you don't. And like always, I will see you later. Thanks, guys.